Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Happening right now at 6:30, a man who says he turned the tables on a gunman, now accused of killing his family.
Also on WKYT This Morning, candidates for Kentucky's U.S. Senate race spending the day before the election crisscrossing the Commonwealth.
A dying college student lives out her dream on the basketball court. These stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT This Morning.
An inspiring story, and we'll see that coming up in just a little bit. Also, apparently, Garth Brooks took a tumble when he was in Lexington, and we'll have the details on that in just a bit. Hey, good morning. It's Monday, November 3rd. Welcome. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for being along. Want to definitely take that jacket once again today.
Right. Not as cold as it was over the weekend when it was frigid, but it's still going to be pretty cool the next couple of days. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking at those morning temperatures being on the chilly side. Afternoon feels amazing, especially comparing it to what we just went through this weekend. There's Frankfort, Cam. We have 5 cars on the roadways. Frankfort, you never have 5 cars on the roadway here at 6:30. I mean, God, you guys are getting up going. There's current temperatures sitting there in the 30s, a couple of 40s sprinkled in here and there. But all in all, it is a chilly start to the day. 24-hour planner, let's go through it, 60 by the afternoon. You got to love that. And then as we head off into the night and into tomorrow morning, we got a big day tomorrow. We got Election Day, and it's 39 in the morning. What about the afternoon? Do we have any rain there for Election Day? Because you don't want to be standing out in the polls doing that. Well, I'll show you that forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll get those details in a bit, and here's the latest from WKYT.
This morning, we're tracking a quadruple murder case in Kentucky. A man who claimed to be a victim is now charged in the case.
State police say Ryan Champion killed his parents as well as his sister and a 4th person inside a Trigg County home. WKYT's Mark Barber is continuing our coverage from our live desk this morning with some new information. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Ryan Champion is expected to be arraigned tomorrow on 4 counts of murder and 1 count of kidnapping. He's charged with killing his parents, Lindsay and Joy, his sister Emily, and a 4th person, Vito Riservato. State police found the 4 people dead inside a Trigg County home last weekend. At first, investigators say they thought Riservato was the shooter. In an interview, Champion told our sister station in Nashville that Riservato tied him and his sister up and held them at gunpoint. Champion told police he was eventually able to escape from Riservato. However, nearly a week after the family was found shot to death, police say they gathered enough evidence to believe that Champion is responsible for their deaths. State police say they are still looking into the relationship between Riservato and Champion. He is being held in the Christian County Jail on a $1 million bond. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. New on WKYT this morning, a suspect in a Lexington murder case is now facing more charges. Savon Thompson is now charged with murder as well as robbery and tampering with physical evidence. Police say Thompson and 2 others robbed Jeffrey Adams after shooting him in an apartment on McCullough Drive last month. He'll be arraigned on the new charges later today. Police have also charged Nathan Miller and a juvenile in the case.
New this morning, police are looking for the driver who caused a lot of damage in a Lexington neighborhood. Police say someone driving an F-650 damaged at least 4 cars on Laclede Avenue off Old Paris Road. The driver crashed into 1 car, pushing it through a garage door.
I was upstairs asleep and heard a huge crash and looked out the window, and I see this truck sitting here with door flung wide open, nobody around, and can't see my car anymore.
No one was hurt, but some have a lot of damage to clean up this morning.
A Kentucky 13-year-old is in the hospital this morning, and his father is in jail after police say both of them were drinking and driving. Police in Bath County say both John Wells and his son had been drinking when Wells let the teenager drive his car. A witness called police after seeing the boy crash into a gate near P-Sticks Road. Police say the impact caused him to be ejected. In fact, he became pinned underneath the car.
13-year-old driving, a car, and him drunk, and his dad, they said, was passed out in the car. So I just think it's terrible.
The teenager is expected to recover from his injuries. The Bath County Sheriff's Office is still trying to determine how much alcohol was in the boy's system. His father faces several charges now, including wanton endangerment.
An Amber Alert in southern Kentucky is canceled now that the teenager and her newborn daughter have been found. Desiree Davidson was found yesterday in Hazard. Police issued an Amber Alert for her daughter on Saturday after they say Davidson took the baby from their foster home in Williamsburg. The newborn was found Saturday night in a Virginia hotel with a friend of Davidson. Both she and the child are now in the care of social services. Lexington police looking for a hit-and-run driver who hit a pedestrian. This happened last night as police say a man was crossing South Broadway at Vine Street. The victim was taken to UK hospital with a head injury. Police are still looking for the driver of a white Mazda who they believe could be responsible for the crash. A man accused of killing a 13-month-old in Kentucky could face the death penalty if convicted. The Advocate Messenger reports a grand jury indicted 25-year-old Joseph Adams on charges of murder and sodomy. Prosecutors are prepared to seek the death penalty in the case. Police say Adams was caring for the toddler when the child was injured and later died. They say the 13-month-old suffered extensive trauma to the head and body.
The time is 6:35 on WKYT this morning, and on the eve of Kentucky's general election, the two candidates in the hotly contested U.S. Senate race will be making their final pushes. Today, Republican Senator Mitch McConnell will fly around the state with fellow Senator Rand Paul. McConnell, already the longest-serving Kentucky senator ever, is on the verge of potentially being elected to a sixth term. His challenger, Democrat Allison Lundergan Grimes, would be Kentucky's first-ever female U.S. Senator if she's elected. Today, she will be making 9 stops from Pikeville to Paducah. I sat down with both candidates for a special edition of Kentucky Newsmakers. As you know, Kentucky went its own way with its own health care exchange, the Kentucky Connect, and more than 500,000 Kentuckians have coverage who did not before. Did, in your view, Governor Beshear overextend the state by extending the eligibility for Medicaid?
Yeah, apparently under Kentucky law, the governor could make this decision all by himself. In most states, it required the legislature to agree to it. Two biggest items in every state budget in America are Medicaid and education. To the extent that Medicaid expenses rise, legislatures across the country pass those cuts along to education, and at the higher education level, they end up raising tuition to make up for it. So it's going to have a long-term, very adverse effect on Kentucky.
There are parts of the legislation that have to be fixed, but we have to have someone that wants to go there and actually fix the legislation on behalf of Kentuckians, not one that just wants to put partisan political rhetoric out there, more fighting that at the end of the day would be pulling insurance from 500,000 Kentuckians that just received it for the first time. I'm supportive of the work that our governor has done. He showed extreme courage, and we have led the nation with the work that we have done in implementing our Connect program, expanded Medicaid, created our own state-based exchange.
Now, you can find my complete exclusive interviews with both Senate candidates on WKYT.com. The polls will be open tomorrow from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Any voter in line at 6 p.m. will be allowed to cast a ballot. And we have a link to help you find your polling place and see a sample ballot at WKYT.com.
A Lexington woman says her home and church were broken into. Police say someone broke into the woman's home Friday night while she was at the Hope Springs Community Church. When she came home, police say it was likely the same person who broke into the church and stole 2 TVs. The victim says she's part of a group at church that helps addicts. Police are checking nearby security cameras to try and get a good image of the burglar. Family members of a National Guard soldier who was seriously hurt in a Lexington crash are thanking the community. Noel Espino remains in the ICU at UK Hospital. In September, police say former Lexington firefighter Jared McCargo was drunk when he crashed into the Guam soldier outside the beer trap on Euclid Avenue. Since the crash, there have been several fundraisers for the injured soldier.
From Lexington are awesome. It's just overwhelming how supportive and friendly the people here in Lexington are, and we're overwhelmed with and blessed with having such a community.
And you can still donate to Espino's fund at the Beer Trap or online. For more information on how to do that, go to WKYT.com. A college freshman who loves basketball played out her biggest dream.
Doctors say 19-year-old Lauren Hill has brain cancer and probably only a few months to live. Her last wish was to suit up for a collegiate game. Well, she's now had that chance. In fact, Hill scored the first points for Mount St. Joseph College last night right in front of a packed house at the Cintas Center in Cincinnati.
I knew she had the capability of touching people, but to be able to touch people on this level is just absolutely beyond anything we could have ever imagined.
Hill insisted that no one called this her last game, but instead her first collegiate game. Legendary women's basketball coach Pat Summitt was at the game to present Hill with her award for courage. What a story. Well, Garth Brooks showed what a true entertainer he is after taking a tumble during one of his shows here in Lexington.
Wasn't just the thunder rolling. Brooks doing his encore performance of Tearing It Up Friday night when he slipped on a moving stage piece. Look at him. But he just gets right back up. There you go. TMZ posted video of the fall. Brooks let out a big yelp, but hopped right back up and continued doing what Garth does best. When you fall down, you get back up. About 80,000 people attended his concerts over the weekend in downtown Lexington. Didn't hear of any major, traffic issues down there.
No, I think the Friday night one was so late that it was after, well after midnight when the
Hopefully Garth
music was still going. Yeah,
Maybe just a few little minor bruises.
Well,
but
you keep moving, I guess, right? Just as he did. Our time this morning is 6:40, 20 before 7 on WKYT this morning. Let's check live drive traffic, see what's happening out there early. And here is a look right now out at the interstate. I-75, I-64 at the northern split. Notice something different? Some daylight out there already this morning due to the time change. We're now seeing that earlier sunrise. Southland Drive from Nicholasville Road down to Rosemont Garden. They're going to be doing some work there for painting some bike lanes, and some of that will be closed today through there, or at least restricted. So keep that in mind if you're headed out on that south part of town. It's good to have you along, and a lot more news is coming up on WKYT on your Monday morning.
A mile-high milestone for one airline. We'll have more on a very special flight for Southwest and one very happy couple.
And we're looking outside in the 30s. A couple of 40s sprinkled in here and there, especially to the northern zones where there's cloud cover. Are we expecting rain today? No. Are we expecting really mild air? Yes. I think you'll really like these temperatures the next couple of days, and I'll show you how high we go coming up next.